All right, Dave here with
Road Trip Rich.
And we are at the old Darby Dan's training grounds here, and we're going to do a little exploring of the grandstands at the start-finish line. And young Rich here, he's feeling a little bit nuts today. He challenged me to a race around this 1.08 mile track. This guy.
Kids today, you know, what can you say?
So just a small grandstand, and heard a few famous people up here. I know there's a plaque further on. We'll read a little bit more about it. But Darby Dan was one of the premier horse breeders in his time, especially for being in Ohio. Most of the time you think about Kentucky Derby, you think of the farms down around Lexington and elsewhere in the bluegrass state. Well, here's gonna be your first obstacle, Rich. I don't know if you'll be able to get over that. You make it all right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it looks like it's been a while since this has been in use. They're not selling any popcorn or anything, so hope you're not. We got here.
restrooms.
Broken window here. Probably still see a floater in there.
You got fillies over on this side.
Don't tell anybody I went into the women's restroom. I'm not touching anything in there. See if there's any seats available up on the grandstand for us, Rich.
Hey, let's get something from the bar. Wait, there's no bar here.
Yeah.
Was.
What a disappointment. Alright. I wouldn't use the railing here. It doesn't quite look too stable. Hey, front row seating available. Tell you what, that race we were talking about running, why don't we do it a time trial? You go ahead and run a lap. I'll film you this whole way. Take your time, and then you can do the same for me afterwards. What do you think, Rich?
I don't want to embarrass you.
Yeah. You want to put any money on this little race we're going to do here? You'll be about, you'll be a 99 to 1 shot. So if you bet $1, you could win $100.
I don't know, man.
All right, you ready to do this track here, Rich?
All right, let's do it.
All right, we'll take another look around the grandstand.
Actually, it really don't look in too bad of shape at all.
Yeah, I wonder when this was built.
I mean, you look back there, it looks like somebody repaired it.
Yeah.
The back wall.
Could use a paint job and a couple new boards here and there, but besides that, pretty good shape. So we are halfway between the two incoming plane here. Hope it doesn't try to land here.
Zoom in on that thing.
Yeah, crap, it's gonna land right on us. Anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted, between the second and third furlong markers, found a little information about the track here. It was built in 1967, mile and an eighth, which we figured that out. And the Darby Dan Farm, which I heard of that before, but it was owned by John Galloway. Trying to remember what he made all his money off of, but he was definitely a billionaire. I believe he owned the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Okay.
But it looks like we had some real dignitaries here. Must have been friends with President Gerald Ford and
Princess Margaret.
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth II's sister there actually came here to check out some ponies. So when you snuck into the Phillies restroom there, did you sit down? Did you sit down in the same throne as Princess Margaret when you were in there?
You're the one that's
No,
in there.
I would never do.
Who's operating the camera?
Hard to tell. You, I guess.
I was at the bar waiting for a beer. You're like, here's the Phillies. I'm going to check this place out.
Hey, it looks like we're ready for the back stretch here. Did you stretch?
A little bit.
Okay. Last time I told you to stretch your abs, which made no sense. Did you stretch your hamstring and quads this time, calves?
Hey Dave, now these markers, how far apart are they? You work with around a track, so.
Markers are actually, they mark each furlong, which a furlong is 1/8 of a mile. So,
okay. So how many is there in a total mile? Would that be?
Well, 1/8, that'd be, I don't know, 8.
Okay.
So we're
the seventh furlong.
So I believe this track we're on here is a little bit more than a mile. I think it's like a 1.125, so that'd be like 9 furlongs.
Okay. Now was this actually a racetrack? You were saying something earlier that Henry Ford came down here and.
Not Henry Ford, it was Gerald Ford, President Ford.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this was where they did their training for the horses. So now it's gravel here.
Right.
Back when it was actually in use for, when Galloway was using it for horses, it was obviously a dirt track and a little wider than this. Like in the pictures we saw earlier, it looked like they could fit 6 to 8 horses wide. Where here you'd be lucky to get 3 on this dirt track. So it's kind of hard to tell where they widened it, if it was probably off to the right side there, yeah. Well, road trip, I never knew you had it in you, but looks like we're actually going to complete an entire mile of walking. How are the dogs? They barking?
No, not yet. Not yet.
We aren't at the finish though. Like we said, this track's a little more than a mile long, so we still haven't crossed the finish line yet. How are you feeling about that?
I feel strong.
I can see it though. We're on the back stretch. Now, if you were a horse right now, I'd probably give you the whip. Why don't you give yourself the whip? I'll tell you what.
Come on.
I'll tell you what. I'll race you. I didn't know he had it in him.
I'm winning.
By the way, I could easily track him down and pass him. Oh, you heard that. Sorry. We'll go ahead and film all the way here to the finish line, because I really want to get it on evidence of me just destroying you in this last little back stretch. Rich, you ever go to the tracks, old River Downs, or I guess Beulah up here in Columbus, or any of the harness racing?
I went to River Downs a couple times.
Make any money?
Not really. There's a guy I used to work with. He used to, he tried his hand at it. He had a couple horses. Went over to, what's the one over in Indiana? Hoosier Downs? Yeah.
Now, years ago at Old Lebanon Raceway, just like a few years after I was in high school, me and a buddy went down there and we actually hit a trifecta for, it was a couple grand we won. We split between the two of us. And let me tell you, when you're like, I don't know, I must have been 21, 22 at the time, that was about $1 million to me back then.
Well, hell, you know, a couple $1,000, you figure that in 1940, that's a hell of a lot of money.
Now, I'm not talking about when I said when I was 20, 21, 22, not when you were 21, 22.
That's back in the 40s.
And this is me passing Rich running backwards. Hey, come on, man.
You're going to have to censor that
out. That's offensive. Guy gets beat in one race. And here we are, 1.08. No, he
he flew by him.
Better get the bend. That's a photo finish. We'll have to go to the stewards there and check that. A little bit of an issue here.
Yeah, Dave can't
our brilliant Daniel Boone here can seem to find out where the entrance to this park is. Can't find the car.
Me? You're the one who drove here. You're the one who brought us in here.
We start all the way up here. Oh man. Be a guy in one race and he tries to ruin my life. Yeah, it's nice. You're way off. You're way off. Come on.
Yeah, it's more closer down that end by the shade tree, I bet.
Yeah, let's see. This is like the 50th time you've got us lost, Rich.
Yeah, that Dayton Dave, he has no sense of direction,
well, I'll
does
tell
he?
you what here, road trip Rich, we're on the road now. This isn't Dayton, this is Columbus. Where are you from, Rich?
Originally? Delaware.
Oh, where's that near? Oh, that's right, Columbus.
No,
yeah.
Delaware County. Columbus is Franklin County.
Sitting here arguing with you, and now I'm not gonna be able to find my car. Knew we should have took your car. Probably.
Why? It's just right up here to the right.
Probably gonna get towed since you made me park in a real, shall we say, suspect location.
Yeah.
Well, I can hear the road.
Yeah, it's right up here on the right.
Where? You go ahead and traipse through those, huh?
All right.
I'm not picking the ticks off your butt.
I got long pants on. You're the one wearing shorts.
Well, here's where I know you're. Well, no wonder, Rich. This is the 6th furlong. It's after the 7th furlong.
Like I told you.
No, you're like, whoa,
right up here. It's right up there to the right. See where the gravel goes off?
Oh, it's not right here. Not right over there, right in front of us.
Right here.
2 feet away. Yeah. Let me speak to all YouTubers out there. Pick your sidekick, co-host, cohort carefully, okay?
You're the one looking way back down at
way back.
furlough 5.
Well, I knew it was somewhere near where I just dusted you in our race. I thought I passed you earlier. Didn't realize you were actually able to stay close to me for that long.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I know. Rich, this better be the right path. That's all I gotta say.
You don't recognize it?
Hang on, we're in.
You don't
Columbus.
recognize this.
That's my first time in Ohio here.
Oh, okay. And I'm not wearing my boots. It's getting awfully deep. Oh, look, the car's still there.
Yeah, let me flip this around so everybody can see where this fool had me parked. So yeah, does this really look like a place they want us parking?
I'm not driving. You're the chauffeur.
Well, when someone says, pull here, it's right here, I'm telling you, it's right here.
No, you're the one I'm like, where the hell are you taking me? Oh, don't worry about it.
Usually stuff's locked for a reason. How am I even gonna get out of here? This is a busy road. We're doomed.
Jeeves, you're not gonna open the door for me?
I'll tell you this. This time there is no telling where the toll road leads to next.